Hi there, students. Clutter. Clutter can be a noun or a verb. When it's used as a verb, it particularly goes with the preposition up. So, clutter. What does clutter mean? Clutter is stuff, things. Let's see, the desk where you work. Is it completely free of stuff? Or do you have bits of clutter on your desk? Some papers, a clock, an old photograph, the thing that you were using. My desk is always covered in clutter. Yeah? Clutter is an untidy collection of things, maybe lying about. A mess, a jumble of junk. Yeah? Something that is maybe a little bit chaotic, crowded and chaotic. Yeah? Clutter is all this stuff that you don't really want to throw away, but it's not very useful. Most people's attics or storage rooms are full of clutter. Yeah? Just things that you're never really going to use again, but, well, I can't throw that away. Okay, so, to clutter, to block with things, to clutter up. So there is too much furniture in this room. The furniture is cluttering up this room. It's cluttering it up. Yeah? It's making it difficult to use the room, to use the space. Yeah? When you're learning vocabulary, I recommend to try and learn 2 words a day, because otherwise you clutter your mind up with lots of words and you can't remember any of them. Yeah? So clutter, junk, things in an untidy heap, in an untidy pile. Yeah? A disorderly little mountain, or disorderly covering an area. What do you do with your clutter? Do you throw it away or do you put it somewhere? I don't know if you've seen this Japanese lady, Marie Kondo, KonMari. She advocates, she supports decluttering your life, getting rid of all these useless things, that this useless junk that is interfering with the way that you live. Yeah? She says you should only keep things that are useful or that give you pleasure. Yeah? The rest is clutter. Yeah? Things. Yeah? So there's clutter all over the desk. The street is cluttered up with different road signs and street furniture and things like that. And it's difficult to walk straight down the street. Okay? Cluttered, full of, too full of, blocking, and in a disordered, chaotic way. Yeah? So clutter, a disorderly heap of litter, rubbish, junk, yeah, jumble. These things that, well, I can't throw that away, can I? Okay? Clutter. So, this is cluttering the room. This is cluttering up the room. I think up here gives emphasis and makes it stronger. I guess clutter is probably a phrasal verb. Yeah? To block. Yeah? So, what about formality? Well, I would say clutter is neutral, maybe slightly informal. Yeah? And to clutter up, yes, is neutral, slightly informal. I think both the noun and the verb are good to use in an informal conversation. In a more formal document, maybe jumble, maybe a mess, yeah, something like that. and to clutter, to block up, to block with things, yeah, to hinder the passageway, to hinder the passage of. That would be a much more formal way of saying it. By the way, clutter has another meaning, but it's the same root. Is when you look at a radar picture, clutter are false signals that come onto your radar screen that don't come from the thing that you're trying to track. Yeah? So it's just signals that are cluttering up the screen, but they're not the real ones. Notice as well, to clutter is a regular verb. Clutter, cluttered, cluttered. So that bit's easy. Yeah? And clutter up, clutter it up. So it's a separable phrasal verb. What about the origin of this? Well, apparently it comes from Middle English, clotter, or to clotter, which means to clot, to coagulate, to stick together. Maybe you've had clotted cream, yeah, okay, which is stuck together in congealed lumps. Or when you cut yourself, you bleed, and then it clots and it stops bleeding. A haemophiliac has a problem because their blood won't clot, won't agglomerate together, okay? And this is the idea of clot. So, clutter, yeah? So, clutter, this useless junk in our lives that we've got strewn all over the place. To clutter up, to occupy, to block, to make a space much less usable with, well, not very useful junk, with a jumble of different things that are mostly not really the most useful things in life. So maybe it's time for you to declutter your life. Anyway, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Clutter, to clutter up.